How's it going, everyone? It's your boy FreemanC2, and welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, I have some news to share with you all. This will be my last episode.
What?
In this garage. In a couple of days, I'll finally be moving into the house. This means no more noisy neighbors, apartment rules, and filming at certain hours. I will finally be able to spend more time on this build and future builds to come. So before I drop the car and get it towed, I do want to share two R&Is today. First is finally modifying my clutch bracket so we can keep all the OEM hardlines, and lastly, removing the Firewall insulation. So without further ado, let's get started. Here's the plan I want to go with. I already marked the area where I want to grind off the clutch bracket. Basically, we want to get the bracket at an angle to have the clutch line go in between the oil pressure sensor and the heater hose pipe. Towards the end of my time lapse, I kind of changed gears and I just took this whole chunk off. Since we don't really know what angle we want to get, opening this space right here will let us play with that, right, like this. Just a try now. So I'm thinking to make the installation much easier, I'm going to go ahead and mount the clutch line to the bracket to be able to see what angle I'm going to be needing once I bolt it up.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Fuck, man. Another failed attempt to install the clutch line to the REW motor. I tried my best to make everything simple and whatnot, but this part right here is just becoming a headache. Luckily, I was able to source a FD bracket right here. And it looks like I may be able to use it. So I'm going to try to see if I can modify it. So here's the FD bracket I modified. I'm going to try to install this off camera since this is going to take a lot of trial and error to do. So I'm going to do that now. Here's some pictures of the installation from the bottom side of the car. If you want to go with the route I went with for my clutch line, I highly recommend that you do it when the motor's out of the car, because that took me about 6 hours just to do, and it was like a bit of on and off and contemplating and trial and error to see what I can do. And I also found out that my clutch master cylinder went bad as well, so I gotta go buy a new one before I start bleeding the clutch again. Also, if you guys have any questions on this installation, you guys can always hit me up on my Facebook and Instagram. Send me a message and I'm happy to help you guys anytime. So let's get started for the last installation of tonight, removing the Firewall insulation. So when you're removing this from the driver's side area, there is a white clip just behind of the brake booster. So take that off and this will come off like butter. Awesome, guys. That wraps up the removal of the firewall installation from my engine bay. It definitely made the engine bay look much cleaner, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a lot of hate from the RX8 community because they do recommend keeping it because maybe it helps for sound editing or for some safety reasons, such as like if the engine bay catches on fire or something like that. But I removed it because you do need to bang the firewall in order to fit the lower intake manifold. As you can see, it's a bit hitting here. So by removing that insulation, you're able to see where to bang it out and make it clean. It's all part of that modifications to fit the REW motor into the RX8. Well guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm currently in my room editing this video as we speak. I know it was a quick one, but once this move happens, there's gonna be a lot more videos to come. I do wanna share and give a shout out to one of my roadie buddies, Jose. He's finally completed his REW swap on his RX8, and tomorrow's his big day. He's finally gonna get that bass tune. So in the outro, I'll put some clips up that he sent me of him starting his car for the first time. So like always guys, it's your boy Mad C2. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Start number 1.